It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game.
The Tower of the Americas in Hemisphere Park, reminders of the International Expo San Antonio hosted years back.
All right, ready to go?
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the San Antonio Spurs. You take a look at San Antonio. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with a win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Zhang is out there with Towns, and it's done in at the point guard position. Here's Parker, tries again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
This is to Zhang. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
And nobody got among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Leonard with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard with the ball. Parker's shot is off.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Pass to Dunn. To the left side wing. Levine cans the shot with nobody near him.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Alden.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Dunn. On the wing, Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And Towns drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
That's tipped. Towns with the steal. Here's Levine. He's covered by Leonard. Parker with the steal. Outside Leonard. Outside Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Levine. Inside. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Spurs leading by 5. Parker outside. Aldridge a screen. And here's Green outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Right block shot. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 6. Banked in off the glass.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Parker. And there's the feed to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's San Antonio with another.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Duncan comes in for Pau Gasol, and it's Ginobili in for Leonard.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Parker. Screen by Duncan. Parker kicks to Duncan. Tries it from the top of the key. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Now here's Parker. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Parker. He's guarded closely. They kick it out to Green from outside the arc. Ginobili misses.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Green's got 8 points.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Minnesota. Gary Neal comes in for Zach LaVine. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 4. It's stolen by Duncan.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Dunn passes to Noah. Here's Dunn. Aldridge is covering. 16 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 6 points for the General. For San Antonio, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Aldridge is screen. Parker kicks to Green. Back to Parker. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Shoots off the screen, and Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Dunn. He has 6. Pekovic with a screen. And there's the call on Ginobili. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Parker. Mills with the steal. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. .137 left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 8. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Daniel Green. He's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Hill's checked in. Now here's Mills. Lee outside. Screen by Duncan. Anderson dishes to Lee. And the wide open shot from Green. That's short off the rim.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Noah. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. San Antonio trailing here. Hills with it. Screen by Duncan. Outside, Green. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Minnesota shooting an impressive 60% early. Here's Dunn. Green with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. The pass to Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
And here's Wiggins. He's got 5. Good on the shot. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Spurs leading by just 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility.
In every aspect, it's a change for us, being more.
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Anderson is out there with David Lee. Then it's Green. Then it's Mills. And it's Gasol. And at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And that one's good. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Levine, covered by Mills. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for Anderson. And a change for the Timberwolves. Zhang's checked in. Zhang, a screen. At the top of the key, Neal. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. Otto Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 8. Levine passes to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. Down low to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Wiggins has got 9 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Neal kicks to Levine. To the paint. Rejected by Gasol.
That's something they need to do more of.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Pekovic. A rebound by Gasol. San Antonio leading by 8. Leonard attacking. He kicks to Mills. Gasol against Wiggins. Ginobili, that's for 2. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Stolen by Levine. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Kicks to Neal. Looking for Pekovic. He gets it there. Levine can't hit.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Ginobili kicks to Gasol. To the right side. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The dish to Ginobili. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol with it. Now guarded by Pekovic. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Wiggins. Minnesota calls timeout. Timberwolves trail by 11. Levine kicks to Neal. There's the pick. Zhang against Leonard. Up top, Zhang. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Levine. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Aldridge has got 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
In the corner, it's Jang. Towns kicks to Levine. Feeds it to Neal. A 3-ball. And he gets the bucket. Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And stolen by Pekovic. He dishes it to Levine. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Levine's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Gasol, and that one is hammered home.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way, and the rejection by Jang. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dunn's checked in. Here's Parker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Levine, good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Spurs leading by 8. Ginobili attacking. Got a hand on it. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Stolen by Levine. He feeds it to Towns. Knocked away. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Ginobili with the slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Parker with the steal. Up the floor. Here's Leonard. Finishes the break with a slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Aldridge a screen. Duncan right side. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Neal, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Noah against Aldridge. Here's Dunn. He's got 6. Here's Noah. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Duncan misses. Timberwolves trail by 14. Levine kicks to Towns. Here's Noah. Shot's good. Noah's got 4 this quarter.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. Green dishes to Aldridge. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Poke loose. Here's Levine. Green with the block. Third basket of the night.
And you look at it, 8 and harder.
There's 45 seconds left. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Dunn. Takes it off the glass. Dunn's got 8.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
The Spurs shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Now Parker. He's got 8. Dishes to Aldridge. And so we conclude.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Jones. Well, for San Antonio, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. And Shaq, what are your thoughts? And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup.
Check out the night for Green. 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
On the court for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Gorgie Dang, and it's done in at the point. Parker. Here's Gasol. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Levine. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Gasol. And there's the feed to Parker. Gasol kicks to Green. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Levine, guarded by Green. Levine passes to Dang. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jang's got 5 now.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Aldridge.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Dunn passes to Levine. To the paint. Here's Dang, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Zhang's got 4 points this quarter.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And they'll keep possession. Towns wide open. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Now let's take this chance to break out the list of the NBA's top free throw shooting teams in the regular season. Number 1, the Spurs.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, when you have numbers like this from the line, your coach is not only satisfied, but he's confident. Sure, there are some guys whose numbers help offset the weaker shooters, but overall, this has been a solid team from the line.
Outside Aldridge. He tries for 3. The shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 11. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Towns, and the lead is down inside single digits. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
He got right to the cup using that screen. 11 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
A different look now for San Antonio. David Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Minnesota also with the sub. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Levine.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Right wing. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
To the middle. And Lee with the stuff.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bringing it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And it's Wiggins missing. Spurs leading by 9. Ginobili dishes to Mills. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Wiggins passes to Dunn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's 10 points for the General. Leonard attacking.
Looking at the game from Kawhi Leonard, he has 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Hill, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Dunn. 10 points for him. Rejected by Gasol. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 13. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Gasol with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in. Here's Levine. He's covered by Ginobili. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his third foul of the game. Dunn passes to Wiggins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That one on Ginobili.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The Timberwolves get all four of their chances so far in this one. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Spurs leading by 12. Lee kicks to Anderson, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Hill dishes to Levine. Pick up by Hill. 5 on the clock. Here's Pekovic. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Ginobili can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Looking at the game for the General, he's got 10 points and 7 assists.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Got that bucket in no time. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Shaped and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
The pass to Wiggins. Noah the screen. Passes to Dunn. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 14 points for the General.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Mills passes to Duncan. He kicks to Ginobili. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Well, a solid blend of aggression and athleticism drove these small forwards to lead their position in block shots during the regular season. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, Andrew Wiggins.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you'd think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case. For most of them, a block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
Levine passes to Dunn. Kicks it to Wiggins. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. San Antonio leading by 15. Ahead. And Ginobili with the slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Lee. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. 1:44 left to play in the third. And here's Green outside, but they'll get another chance. And here's Anderson from the arc. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got his third assist on the night. Here's Dunn. 14 points for him. And stolen by Aldridge. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. That is good. That's 10 points for Parker.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Pulls up. Shot is no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And they're running. Here's Levine. Wiggins kicks to Hill. Out to the right wing. Over to the left wing. Hill, a screen on Parker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. Duncan inside. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Duncan's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Here's Dunn. The dish now to Towns. Duncan with the block. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, running away with it. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get in with confidence. 50% from the field so far. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Gasol at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And finish. High post Pekovic. He's up against Gasol. On the wing, Wiggins. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Parker. The pull-up. It's deflected. But he stays with it. Back to Leonard. Parker outside. Feeds it to Aldridge. Right side Gasol. And he jams it with authority.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Dunn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 16 points for the General.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Towns. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
On the wing, Wiggins, guarded by Green. Pass to Dang. He dishes it to Pekovic. Here's Dunn. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Here's Pekovic. Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. And the rejection by Leonard. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Parker outside. Back to Leonard. Aldridge against Pekovic. And stolen by Wiggins. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Knocked away. Here's Dang. And he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Gasol against Pekovic. 5 to shoot. No good from Gasol.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pekovic with it. Leonard picks him up. The fader. San Antonio with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. To end the drought, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Here's Dunn, covered by Parker. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Parker's running. Here's Levine. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Spurs leading by 18. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Here's Dunn.
Blocking foul called on Tony Parker. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Pekovic with a screen. Bean passes to Pekovic. Out to the right wing. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
And that one's good. Parker.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Levine. Pekovic with a screen. Steps back and fires. No good off the front iron.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. He feeds it to Jang. Wiggins kicks to Pekovic. Clock at 6. Here's Dunn. Soft touch off the glass. Dunn's got 12 points here in the second half. San Antonio leading by 21. And it's Parker in the corner. Outside Leonard. Gasol, a screen on Wiggins. Gasol dishes to Aldridge. Ginobili with the 3. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Dunn. No good off the back of the rim.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Dishes it to Jang. Pass to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Levine. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Spurs leading by 23. Parker outside. Leonard on the wing. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Here's Gasol. That's tipped. One-on-one here. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Towns with it. Leonard with the steal.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Dunn, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Dunn's got 8 points in the quarter. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Parker passes to Aldridge. Releases from 15. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's now 26 points for Leonard. Here's Dunn. Covered by Parker. Lets it go from 11. Gasol with the rebound.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The pass to Aldridge. And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for San Antonio.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Leonard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Towns with the steal. Levine passes to Dunn. On the wing, Wiggins. It's rebounded by Aldridge. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And it's Green missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Levine, good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
What you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Dunn. Passes it to Levine. From past the arc. Shot is no good.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about...
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What'd you think, Shaq? And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round